Hello and welcome. This is the Sustainability Track on African Renaissance TV, and I am your host, Mohamed Bibayi. Thank you for joining us today as we talk about the future of tech in Africa with our guest in the house, Mr. Kawsu Jabbie, the founder and CEO of Kids in Tech, the Gambia. Mr. Jabbie, thank you for accepting our invitation for the episode here today.
Thank you very much. I really acknowledge it.
Thank you for coming. And the first thing that we want to know is who is Mr. Jabbie and Kids in Tech?
My name is Kawsu Jabbie. I am the founder of Kids in Technology Foundation Gambia. So Kids in Technology literally focus on technology, digital skills, particularly like robotics and Internet of Things, IoT. You talk about drone technology, automation, robotic process automation, and computer programming also, how to read and write codes.
Okay.
Yeah, and also leadership skills also as well.
It.
So we train them in a lot of dimensions in life.
Okay, that's your whole world in itself. It's not just something that you focus on technology. Okay, so to roll this conversation, we want to know one thing. Looking at the last 5 years to be specific, especially in Kids in Tech, what are some of the highlights that are worth knowing? Some of the key landmarks that Kids in Tech have been involved in?
For the 5 past years, we did a lot of remarkable achievements in the country, both nationally and internationally. But let me talk about the national
local achievements.
Yes, so we did a lot of expos, technological exposition like hackathons, in different places, Bikama, Serekunda, and in some organizations also used to call us to do exhibition for them.
Okay.
Like a robotic demo and drone technology demo, computer programming, IoT, and so many other things, So last year, I think, no, year before last, my kids work on a project on the COVID-19 trash can.
Okay.
A smart trash can that automatically open itself if you want to trash something, because in those days, people are afraid to things
to have contact
to have direct contact with things. So we came up with that idea, and the kids built an amazing one that automatically open itself. You don't necessarily have to touch it.
That was creative.
Yes.
It was really creative, and then it was timely, because looking at the time, that COVID was at that high scale, that was really needed.
Right.
Okay, so to look at that from your experience and perspective, when you look at technology generally has different bearings in terms of meaning to different people at different times.
Correct.
But we want to set a paradigm here to say, okay, what is technology as far as you are concerned?
Technology basically is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purpose. But then it is having a lot of dimensions. Technology is broad, and with a lot of career prospect in technology. We have, there's no specific definition, but I can tell you that it's broad. You have a lot of things in technology, Internet of Things, robotics, you name it, cloud computing, AI, artificial intelligence, and then you talk about data science, cybersecurity, networking, and all those things. So it entails a lot. There's a lot of future prospect, and also it's evolving. Every day, people are inventing new technology.
New things. It's a changing world.
Yes, it's a changing world. The rate of changes of technology is very, very fast, because the number of intelligence that are not humans are increasing in an exponential rate. Every day, people are building new things. People think and figure out what can I put together to solve this particular problem, for the society. That is increasing every day. So as the world continues to progress technologically, a lot of things will evolve. Human and machine will interact to accomplish a lot of things.
That is important. When you look at that, like you said, the world is a changing world. Looking at technology, how it progresses, and then people will have to catch up to them. And then, with you, what was your strategy? What was the motivation? With you going to that grassroots level? Because we've seen a lot of people engage development at a higher level, but you've gone to the grassroots level as far as the kids are concerned. What was the motivation?
To me, I taught both kids and mature people. I taught in various schools like Suna Institute of Science and Technology, a TA at the University of the Gambia after graduating, finishing my bachelor's program, and also some private classes with adults and the kids. But I realized that the kids are more comfortable in learning technology because they learn it in the form of, fun, play, and things of that nature. But for adults, normally people are looking for
Or
high
like
GPAs.
the BBCs.
Yes, they are looking for high GPAs, and then so the kids, the technology is their 21st century. We are in 21st century.
Sure.
So any child that is born today, this era, obviously, have a natural inclination toward,
Technology.
adapting to technological nature or technological advancement. So I have a lot of challenges in maintaining adults to focus on computer programming because they see it as a tedious area, something that is very, very difficult.
Okay.
But for the kids, there's a platform for them, a very tailor-made platform that help them understand
Understanding.
the core concept of computer science through graphics. They can use drag and drop, and do the animation and all those things. So they feel more comfortable learning technology than adults. And I see it as it is more appropriate to start at
From
the
the
grassroots
grassroots.
level, because I'm trying to catch them young, mentality type of things, in them. So it's very, very important you drag their attention toward technology when they are very, very young.
At the
Because they
young
see it
stage.
as a fun, a play, and then just like how they play the normal games. So technology become like a normal thing to them. So it's very, very easy for them to understand computer programming, and it's very, very easy for them to understand electronics. It's easy for them to assemble robotics and then all those things.
Okay,
Yes.
that is interesting. Because looking at kids, young people generally are easily attracted to change than the older generation.
Yes,
So
the
I think
adults.
that is
Yes.
a concept that will really help in that. Okay, so but when you look at this, what have been those challenges that you encountered? I mean, in this journey with the kids in tech. Technology generally, you need support in terms of resources. But what are some of those key challenges that you faced?
We faced a lot of challenges, to be honest, because running a full-fledged organization is very, very
It's not
difficult and
easy.
tedious, because it's number one, it's very difficult to maintain people for the, executive perspective, because you have to pay people to maintain your organization, and that is very, very expensive
Expensive.
nowadays. And also when we have events, because people do invite us to participate in competitions, in events. Sometimes it's very, very difficult for us to have fundings. That is also one of the biggest challenges we have along the way, and also a space. Is sometimes we do rent spaces, people's place, the already existing computer labs. We rent it for a short period of time, sometimes a long period of time, to do our programs there. Sometimes the renting fee is expensive, you know. So basically, those are the main challenges that we have right now. The support from people to undertake our various activities. Because all year round, Kids in Technology is actively engaged in a lot of
in
things in
different
national
activities.
development. When people have events, they do invite us to inspire other
All
young
of young
people.
people.
And also we do go to schools also. So going to school also is very, very, because I have to pay taxi to carry the robotics gadgets because they are very heavy boxes. I have to pay a driver to come and pick those things. So sometimes I pay a lot of money, to and fro transactions, to visit schools, to visit places, because I live in Brikama. So
Okay.
from Brikama to Serekunda, and
Yeah.
normally the activities are all around
In
it,
different
and,
areas.
Yeah, in different areas. So they took to the mobility to move from
It's a
Brikama to
challenge.
what is a big challenge
It's a
also
big
as
challenge.
well. Yes.
Okay, you are doing this. I mean, talking about national developments. What do you think are the roles of the governments? Just generally, we are looking at this at an African perspective, but using Gambia as a base. What are the roles of youth and governments in technological advancement in the continent?
The youths and the government have a lot of role to play with regards to the advancement of
technology
in Africa, particularly in general. Because if you look at the world, most of the jobs that we are doing is becoming obsolete. You know, most of, let's say in the next 5 years, most of the work that we are doing will be redundant. People will not need it. Technology is taking over, especially the robotic process automation, RPA. The data entry, as time goes on, we will not even see data entry clerks. It will all be automated. The hospitals, the places, any human endeavor, any activities in human sector, human endeavor, technology is penetrating.
Gradually.
Yes, it's robotics, artificial intelligence, you know, drone technology, and you name them are taking over, you know. So it's now the human and the machine are working together to finish a particular task, right? So the youths is many of them are, I can say all of them are learning, you know, in order to get something in life, to have a good well-being. So for that being the case, you know, the government and the people have to take these things seriously. Because you don't want to learn, and at the end of the day, you will not have a job. Your job is being taken place by a robot or something of that nature. So young people have to be digitally strong. They should be aligned with the rapid changes nature of technology, you know, to equip themselves better, because there's a lot of career prospect in technology, a lot of them. But the problem is, like, many people here don't know that technology avails a lot of opportunities, you know, that you can use as a career to benefit yourself, your country, and your family, you know. So that awareness is missing. A lot of people don't know about that. Normally, Gambia, if you talk about technology, people will think Microsoft, you know, Excel,
the internet, yeah, Microsoft.
The internet and access is the, you know, computer science always technology, but that is the consumption part of it. We are talking about the innovative part of it, the practical part of it. That is what the youth are. That is the area that is missing.
There's awareness that is lacking on that
that
aspect.
That is lacking. So most of the time, advocacy is around that, and to show the people that there's a lot of career opportunities that you can specialize on, you know, to earn a living, a very rewarding living, you know, good salary, and then conducive environment. Because technology is very liberating. You can be in your house, you know,
still
you're
able to carry out your work
remotely around in another part of the world, because now there's no boundary. The world is one because of technology. You know, the Zoom call, you name it, and all this, connect everything together. So you can be in the Gambia here. Once you have a correct internet connection, you can work for somebody in America, UK, Japan, or, you know, wherever in the world, right? So all those things are opportunities that are on tap, you know. So the youth have to, even if you don't want to become a computer scientist, because we cannot all be computer scientists, but we need to equip ourselves in so much so that, you know, whatever the nature of technology comes, you know, we can adopt.
We can still fit in. It's like we need to be computer literate, even if we are not computer experts.
But you need to know the fundamental concepts of computer science, how to operate it, and also you need to follow the trend of technological changes, because cloud computing also is taken over. You know, now business, everything is in the cloud. People buy things, you know, servers from Azure, you know, Microsoft Azure, AWS, you know, from Google server, and all those things. So it's like everything is now being people are migrating everything to the cloud. So
it's like the physical aspect of things would soon be taken over.
Yes, the physical aspect of things and the manual aspect of things is disappearing. So if you learn manual thing, better you adopt to digital thing. Because now the world is talking about zeros and ones. That is, you know, the digital transmission.
That's what computers operate in.
Yes, that's how computers communicate. You understand? So the government also, have a huge role to play, especially in the cybersecurity part of the thing. You know, because technology is evolving. There are good and bad side of technology.
Sure.
There are many things that are many people out there that are trying to penetrate, you know, to get the secret of the government information, the country's information, you know, institutional information, personally, and so many things. You know, we hear it, we see it every time, every now and then. So it is very crucial for government to, you know, to foresee that part and take technology seriously. Now is the time. And the best thing to ensure that is to invest on technology, targeting kids. You understand? Because I think I spent almost 7 years teaching kids, but the zeal, the enthusiasm, the interest I've noticed in kids when it comes to technology
It's
compared to that of adults
the adult
is very,
segment.
very different. You
So
understand?
kids easily develop that
Kids
passion for
easily
it.
develop passion for it and they can do it better. You understand? Because to them it is a fun, it is a play. But to adults, is they're doing it for to get living out of it. But kids they don't know about it. So they don't even know that they are learning something that is beneficial. You understand? So they're developing with that concept, that huge knowledge unknowingly. So as time they grow up,
That's when
that is the
they can
time
use
people
it.
people started identifying them, and they know that now the skill that I'm having is powerful. Is the skill that is running the world. Because I have kids that my four students at kids in technology are now working for companies.
That's
They
interesting.
started developing website at a very tender age. Some I started training them at the age of 12, some 13, some 14, some 15. But now,
Web development is that's lucrative job
yeah, it's a
nowadays.
lucrative job. That's my job. I do web development as a job.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of future career prospect in technology. The government definitely need to be serious. Not only the cybersecurity part, but the government don't want people to graduate from school. At the end of the day, they don't have a job.
Sure.
That is a burden on the government.
It will
So
fire back on them.
before the government pay price later, it's better they
They
pay
act
now.
now.
Yes.
Or before government price later, it's better they
It's
act
better they
now.
act
And
even
then
now.
so I think one of the
Yes.
things that I took from what you've said, people there is some level of illiteracy in terms of the opportunities that are out there in computer in technology that people can always take up as a career. But then because we don't know, most of us don't know this, it's difficult for us to venture into this or to have a passion for the technology generally. So what are some of those? Because that was supposed to be my next question. What are some of those careers that one can venture into as far as technology is concerned to build a livelihood out of it?
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of career prospect when it comes to technology. A lot of them, and it's evolving. I told you that.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like you can be a data analyst.
Okay.
Data analysis is evolving and it's a very lucrative area. Internet of Things, IoT. Right now, currently we are doing it at Kitchen Technology. Internet of Things also is evolving, even in the agricultural sector. We have a lot of things happening, automatic irrigation, and then all that is like Internet of Things. Talk about drone technology also. Rwanda is already adopting it.
Okay.
Taking blood from one place to another
Through a
using
drone. So
drone.
you don't need that driver or
No,
carrier to
you
be
don't need
taking
the
that.
driver because right now, even in the Gambia, should implement because the traffic congestion and the life, you were saving life.
Yeah,
Imagine,
the time, that
yes, the
time
time
frame that you're gonna
consumption and
take.
then saving life also. You can fly a drone 5 minutes from one place to another to go and drop something.
That a normal traffic or a normal person would take an hour or
Yes,
two.
if you take a car, you have to obey the traffic rules and then, but this one is flying over the air. You understand? So it's like
That is efficiency.
that is efficiency
It is
and it's
efficiency.
effective also and it's life saving also.
It
You
is,
understand?
it is.
So away from there, we talk about web development also. That is my career, like I said. Web development also is a very lucrative area.
Okay.
Developing website, either website or web
Okay.
application or mobile
Web
application.
development, this is something that I really have an interest in. So, but before we continue on that, we will take a quick break, and then when we right back from that, and then we can continue kickstart from there. Welcome back from that break, Mr. Kawsu. So we are here on that. We were talking on the challenges, and then specifically web development. Like I said, this is something that I really have interest for because it's one of the things that is really dominating the local market here in the Gambia.
Correct.
It's a need. I mean, almost every organization would really need to have that. So let's talk about that. What are some of the importance of having a web developer?
So it's like every company needs a website, and every company needs a web app. Let me say it like that, because you don't want to limit your business to the local market. You want to take it to the outside world. So the best thing to convey your information and for your business to be respected as well
From your own
is,
website.
yes, is better you have your own website so that you can convey your information, your services to the external world. If you have a website, I'm in Europe, in America, and I want to know about your business, I first have to ask you, a very professional person will ask you, do you have a website? Because you cannot tell everything on
On the
phone.
phone.
This is what I don't know. That's no. The person will ask you the website address, the URL, right? Then that URL will help the person to identify you, to know the service you do, the videos, the activities you've done, your portfolio, about you, the project that you have completed, your customer, the partners, the contact, and the WhatsApp link, if possible, everything is there nowadays.
That is a typical market
Yes,
on behalf
that
of
is
the
a
company.
typical market, exactly. So you can sell yourself out easily. And like for the organization that are accepting donors also, it's easy for people who want to donate to go there and then click a button and push some amount of money there. You understand? So it is have numerous,
Numerous. And so there are
advantages.
different careers that one
Yes.
can really engage in as far as technology is
Yes,
concerned.
yes. So you have the website part of it, the web app. So the web app is where you have a database, and some logic that will take care of your business, automate your business transaction, just like a payroll system, and a database that store the employers record, and then it depends on what you do as a business. You just have to tell the developer, this is what I want, and then they
it's
will
going to
build
be
a
tailor-made
software.
and then for you.
Yes, tailor-made it for you and then give it to you. So there will be efficiency. You understand? You can monitor your business progress easily with a well-organized database. You understand? And
Okay.
also, if you want to fetch information, let's say a school system, it will be very, very easy than to go to the archive, the place where you put papers to fetch information one by one. It's time consuming. But when you have a database for a school, all students, all teachers, everybody, staff is all in place.
It's just a matter of clicking and
Yes,
searching
clicking
one
the
thing.
ID or the name and everything come. The only person you need, that is the only information that will pop up. You understand? So it's time consuming, it's effective and efficient.
Okay, so still on the Gambia, where do you see the Gambia in terms of technology in the next 5 years?
The Gambia right now, there's a lot of efforts in advancing technology in the Gambia. There are other people, not only me, but we have a lot of people
that are doing their quota.
Doing their best to make sure that youth knows the fundamental of computer science, technology. People like Mr. Fall is doing well. Asan Asutek, is having a software development company and also is supporting so many people, university graduates. You have Kayor, enterprises, and Kids in Technology ourselves. We're doing a lot of things, motivating a lot of people, to come to learn the rewarding skill of computer science. Every day I have 1 or 2 people who call me, and say, Kawsu, I want to enroll into your foundation and learn robotics, web development, drone technology. I have a lot of people every day coming in. So that shows that the future of technology in the Gambia is bright, in the next 5 years. And the Gambians are really very smart because recently we won the Pan-African robotic competition, debating over 20 African countries. And this is not the first time.
That's outstanding.
This is the second time happening, So that is a clear manifestation that Gambians are naturally smart. So it's like the government, the stakeholders, the people who have the power should empower because the kids already did their part. They won awards, people see their innovations, building robots, and then it's amazing, So the country should leverage on that. Countries should leverage on that and support the young people. Since people go up to an extent of manifesting something, now you as the leader, it is your role and responsibility to take part and enhance, uplift them, ask them what they need, support them, because it's at the end of the day, everything is coming back to the Gambia. There are many people trying to partner with people like us. You understand? People like Asutek, people like, like I mentioned.
Different people.
Yes. And one Ismail Jawara also is doing good, in cyber security space as well. So we have a lot of young, bright minds in the country trying to do these things. So it's like the government, the stakeholders, the people who have the power to empower young people doing this
should empower
should
people
really empower them. So basically that's what the rest assured, the future of technology,
in the
the
Gambia.
way I foresee it, and the steadfastness that we are doing in order to accomplish that, the pace is good. We're doing our best in order to advance Gambia and to raise the flag high.
The flag high.
Yes,
Yeah, so that is important because
Yeah.
that looking at the future of the Gambia, I mean, as far as technology is concerned, this is an important question we really need to understand. Like you said, we have a lot of young people that are involved in this, and then we can be hopeful that the future, what the future holds for us, is a bright one. That we, given the support and then the platforms when they are created for us to prosper in it, technological advancement would be something that we realize in the Gambia. Yeah, so that is important. So that is one of the things that I really want to have a connection to. When you look at entrepreneurship in the Gambia and technology, entrepreneurship is one thing that today everyone is almost venturing into from different facets of life. How do we connect these two? What is the relationship between entrepreneurship and technology?
Entrepreneurship. You mean entrepreneurship in technology?
Yes, general entrepreneurship as like how would an entrepreneur in any genre or in any industry leverage on technology?
Technology. Yeah. So like I said, all entrepreneurs need technology. Technology today is not a luxury but a
It's a
necessity.
necessity.
In those days, when you have a computer, your friends will admire you. And when you have access to learn computer, when you can do basic things, everybody will admire you. That age is now,
It's long gone.
Yes, it's long gone. It's like now it's like everybody should know the fundamentals of computer science. Sorry, the IT, and every business need to leverage on that. Because if you want to venture into serious business, you cannot fold your hand and then follow the old protocols. Your business will not go anywhere. You have to venture into digital marketing. You need to have a website. You need to have a blog. You need to have this modern, media platforms in order for you to sell your business out to the external world. So if you want to be an entrepreneur or you already have an existing one, the thing is like you have to embrace technology, else your business will not go far or will not be serious. Because even your partners see that you don't have a website. Because website also goes with a corporate email address. The partners will respect you because they will know that now you have a website and then the mail is between you and them. You're not using any third-party platform to send information.
I think that security is important. So
Yes.
how about this? If someone, an entrepreneur, for instance, is hesitant, is hesitating to embrace technology for the fear of the threats that the internet, the technology generally can also pose, what are some of the things that is there any way out for them? Say people have been hearing on cybersecurity and then lots of negative things that can come from accepting computers or technology generally. So what do you have to tell them? What is there a security mechanism that is available for all this?
Yeah, so it's like there are security mechanism for everything, but to be honest, technology is not 100% safe. Anything that is in the cloud, somebody is sitting there who want to fake the information,
And because there is someone who knows more than you somewhere.
Yes, somebody who knows more than you. Now you have people who don't even go to school, but they leverage on the internet. They sit and make research. They can have big companies, irrespective of the technical expertise they have in their house or their company. Still now a small boy had them. You understand? So nothing is 100% secure. Even in cloud computing, you see a shared responsibility. Some is for Microsoft, some is for you, some is for you and Microsoft. You understand? So they don't give a full assurance of you that we will secure everything. But you also need to have your cybersecurity experts who monitors the traffic, the income flows, they track the information that is coming in and out and all those things. So you have to prepare yourself for that. That's why cybersecurity domain also is becoming more lucrative, and it's definitely very rewarding. Because now every company is looking for a cybersecurity expert to save the business data, business sensitive information, because nobody can stop hackers. They are evolving every day.
Well, the way the computer literates are evolving, that's the way criminals are also evolving and progressing.
Because that's how they earn their living. They're building virus, they're building antivirus and virus. Antivirus and virus. You understand? So no system is 100% secure. Sometimes we hear like big companies have
been hacked.
You understand? Even our banks. You understand? So that is what you can do that should not walk you away from embracing technology. But then you definitely have to go in because people are doing it.
Because the more you know yourself, the more you are prepared to protect yourself and your data.
Yes, you have to protect your data. That's all.
It's
but don't be scared to venture into it. Because like I said, if you don't have technology in your activities, it will be very, very difficult for your business.
It will be very, very difficult for that. So now I want to look at the continental spectrum here. What do you say to this statement that Africa is way behind the rest of the world in terms of technological advancement?
That's true. Africa is way behind when it comes to technology compared to the Western world.
Well, why would you say that?
Yeah, because it's like there's a lot of automation and there's a lot of data that people are processing over there compared to here. There's a lot of big big companies. A day the amount of data they receive is big. Gambia here and other African countries don't have that data. The only part Africa should focus on, the main part, not the only part, but the main part that Africa should leverage on when it comes to technology is to fight for food security using technology. Self-food sufficiency. You understand? And technology avails a lot of platform, a lot of things that the government can embrace and nurture it in order to fight for hunger and starvation in Africa. Because if you look at drone technology alone, with drones, you can do a lot of things in agriculture. You understand? You can cultivate a vast area of land. 2 or 3 people can cultivate a vast area of land with technology. People are now working with machines. It's not the normal protocol, the hose we use. Those things will not.
No, it's not the hoe and the axe anymore.
No, it's not the axe anymore. But it's another way of producing things. We go in for the drone technology and IoT, and solar, renewable energy resources also. These are very, very important because drone technology can do a lot of things when it comes to monitoring crops, spraying, and then robots also can do a lot of things like cultivation, harvesting, and even some advanced countries, they do everything in the farmland. They harvest, they process, they put it in the cans and
it's
everything, it's packaged and everything in one place. And probably 2, 3, or 4 people will do all those things. You understand? That's why they have abundance of food. Africa here, we have abundant natural resources that we can use, leverage on technology, to help Africa fight for